welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. And I just want to stop and say a special thank you and welcome back to my subscribers. You guys are amazing. I'm so happy and thankful to have you as a part of my soul family, as a part of my journey. Thank you for your support of me. Thank you for your support of each other in the comment section. You guys are amazing. And if you have found yourself here for the very first time, we just want to welcome you to this space with open arms. Please join us. Grab yourself some snacks, a cup of tea, a bit of a snack, or I already said that, but pull up a chair and we'll have a little bit of a chat here because we're all friends when we gather here at my table. Today's pick a card reading, we're going to look at someone on your mind that maybe you're in no contact with, because today's topic is whether or not they think about you and if they miss you. So what are those thoughts that they're having, and does this person miss you at all? So maybe this is a long-standing no contact. Maybe this is a friend that you're curious about. Either way, there may be a message waiting for you today from Spirit. I have 3 piles for you to choose from, sort of going back to my roots here with the flowers and the animal spirit cards. We have pile number 1 with the swan and the blue flower. Pile number 2 with the panther spirit and the pink flower, and pile number 3 with the elk spirit and the cream flower. So whichever flower or animals are calling out to you, just know that there may be a message waiting for you today, and my timestamps will be listed below in the description box. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Again, today's topic is somebody that you are in no contact with, perhaps for a long time. Do they think about you? Do they miss you? Pile 1. Hello everybody. In pile number 1, you were drawn to the blue flower and to the swans here. These swans, you know, I think swans mate for life. And this is definitely a card that speaks to sort of twin flames or a mirrored experience, maybe even soulmate energy as well. There's a sense of permanency about this card, and definitely a sense of reflection too. Perhaps they've had time to reflect, or you've had time to reflect. So this could be a very long-standing no contact situation that we find ourselves in. But let's take a look at the energies. Does this person think about you? And do they miss you? What are some of these thoughts that they're having? Do you ever cross their mind? Pile 1. There could be, there's a message coming through too that with those swans, you know, the whole ugly duckling into a swan type of mentality is entering into my mindset. So this person could be someone that you perhaps knew when you were a lot younger. Maybe they went through sort of an ugly duckling phase, or they felt really insecure about how they looked. And they have grown into their own, potentially. This could be something that you resonate with as well. So do you ever cross their mind? And do they miss you? Like I said, this does not have to be a romantic reading. If it's a friend or a family member that you're asking about. We have here the Queen of Wands. And it's funny, it's the time card, which really speaks to me about, again, the length of time even necessary, or the length of time that this perhaps has been in disconnect. But we could be dealing with a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I just saw the Knight of Cups. We have the 3 of Fire, so definitely some fire energy here. The Devil. Capricorn energy. Do you ever cross their minds? Do they miss you? The Hermit. Back of the deck is the Ace of Fire. So they definitely think about you. You definitely cross their minds. Especially with the Ace of Fire as a backup deck. Now this isn't the end all be all for backup deck energy. I will pull another card for that, but it's profound, the amount of thought and perhaps fantasy that has perhaps gone into this connection over the course of time, because they've thought about expansion, and then they've thought about maybe not having the ability to expand with you. So it's like they've allowed themselves to fantasize about potentially seeing you again, or reconnection, or wanting to reconnect with you, and definitely an intense desire to come towards you. But then the Devil's sitting there as well, in the midst of this energy. They're holding out kind of a bit of hope here. But the Devil talks about restriction, feeling maybe even a little bit obsessive over you, or even potentially stuck and unable to sort of go towards you, because they are sort of being flanked by want and then hesitation, you know, desire to expand, and then the Hermit sort of retreats and reflects upon their next move. Let's clarify this before we go further. Do you cross their mind? Do they miss you? We have the Strength, so Leo energy. Do they cross their minds? Page of Earth, Page of Pentacles. We have the Two of Fire, and it's coming out with the Fool. There's a sense of them wanting to risk it all. You know, the same sort of walls that they may have built up to protect themselves or protect their ego in the past. Maybe they didn't have the strength to express themselves in the past. The same thing that they've built up to protect themselves has also been their undoing. I think about the blackberry bushes and the brambles around Sleeping Beauty's castle, and it protects her, but it also keeps people out. And it's like this sense of wanting to jump now, wanting to put these plans into action and leap if given the opportunity, this sense of transformation, wanting to show off their transformation as well. They are expressing that they have grown. Nine of Wands, the wild cherry. Back of the deck is the burdock, the Hanged One, and the Four of Swords. So, do you ever cross their mind? Do they still care about you? Are they missing you? I think that you cross their minds a lot. I think that there's a lot of unfinished business in this connection. I think they have a lot that they would like to express to you that they didn't have the courage or the security of self, maybe even in the past, the confidence to say it in the past that they want to share now. There is a frustration that has built up, and they are not happy about the time and distance between you either, because this Nine of Wands, this wild cherry, you know, the Nine of Wands really speaks about waiting and putting in a lot of work and wanting to get to that 10, wanting to finish this thing, wanting to express how I feel, but not getting the chance to. So they have a bit of a chip on their shoulder when it comes to you sometimes, because the distance in the space feels so profound. This Hanged One with the Four of Swords, again, it feels like something is literally hanging in the air. You know, and it's interesting because I feel like they just have a lot that they really want to get off of their chest, particularly here. You know, when burdock is present in the land, it's usually because the land has been depleted of resources, or the soil's been depleted of resources. But you can use these big tree leaves to fertilize the soil. But as soon as that soil's fertilized and fertile again, the burdock can't thrive. So it's this sense of like needing to get something off of my chest so that I can be released of it. It's like your energy, this unfinished business between the two of you, has created, it's like something like an unfinished business that they want to get off of their chest with you. And I feel like they know exactly what they would say. I feel like they've planned it out. They know exactly what they would say. They know exactly how, it's like they've planned out the entire scenario in their mind. And it's like they're just waiting now for this opportunity. There's the Emperor. Taurus energy, very, very strong. They want to show how powerful they are as well. They want to show you, you know, how much, again, how much they've evolved, how much they've grown. They want you to see them in this new light as well. They want you to see them as a powerful force after this great length of time. When we're talking about the actual question of missing you, I do see them seeing this as getting an opportunity to see you again would be a very valuable opportunity. And there is a sense of almost addiction to you. The Hermit can sometimes signify a sense of loneliness. I'm going to get a little bit of clarity here with some oracle cards. Does this person miss pile one? Do they miss you? They don't seem like the type of person to focus on sadness, if I'm honest. They don't have a lot of, we have completion. Yeah, I feel like it's not necessarily about missing someone, and I feel like they do. They feel like they missed out on the opportunity to speak their truth with you, but I feel like they're almost like a person on a mission. You know, they're on a mission to express themselves, and it's about closure. It's about closing the door on something. They feel like they need you for that. They feel like they need you to free them, perhaps from this prison that they've made of themselves. We have destiny. Soulmate energy. We have the prayer. Soulmate energy with the destiny card. They feel like that your paths are destined to cross again. They feel a certain amount of destiny when it comes to the two of you. We have this prayer card, but I feel like because they didn't get a chance to express themselves to you, they have made the best out of their situation, and they've really, really put a lot of work into themselves, either in a physical sense or even a financial sense. They've put a lot of work into themselves. And I feel like, honestly, for some of you, it's physical. Like they put in a lot of physical work so that they could almost show off, in a sense, to you, making the best out of a situation here. Do they miss you? We have the knife. And we have the noose. Interesting. We have the trickery card on the back of the deck. You know, I can't deny a bit of a, and again, I deal with collective energy. This is a general reading, so if it's not resonating with you, you can try a different pile or a different reading altogether. But I can't deny that there is some inclination of them almost wanting to show off a little bit. It's almost a sense of them wanting to show off, you know, how they've grown, how much they've evolved, what they have now, to show maybe a little bit of what you've missed out on. They are, to be honest, there's this message coming through that they're a little bit fearful of your power that you wield over their energy. In the past, I feel like they felt very unmatched when it came to you, because the noose is really speaking to me about this threat of self-sabotage. Like, I know my plan of action, if I ever get the opportunity to see this person again, it would be to express myself, to get everything off of my chest, but I'm afraid that this person's power will overcome me. And I may fall right back into old habits, or, you know, a habitual way of behaving around them. They don't want to be, confused by you, in a sense. Like, they don't want, especially with the trickery card, they don't want it to all blow up in their face, because they do feel like they've been hurt. And I don't feel like you did anything to actively hurt them. I just feel like they feel a little bit hurt by their inability to act. So they're not actually angry or anything at you. It's more about them having to prove to themselves, in a sense, that they have the power to wield that information. They have the power to express themselves to you. Let's get some current thoughts here. Current thoughts of you. What are they feeling? Actually, I'm going to I'll use this deck first. Do they miss you? Do they ever think about you? I think they think about you a lot. And it lights a fire a bit underneath them. I'm afraid to look bad. It says, I was so unfair to you, perhaps in not expressing themselves to you. Maybe they're the ones that stabbed you in the back, and they want to bring that forth. They want to bring forth an apology, potentially, in order to sort of smooth things over. I'm right where you left me. As much as this person has changed in a physical sense, or maybe in a tangible sense, there's still those insecurities that they held. They may think they've overcome them, but their inability to overcome this connection, their addiction to this connection, shows that they haven't changed much as far as their true feelings for you. They want to overcome them. It says, you make me feel at home. We have yin, a sense of destiny. I thought I had more time as well. Let's use this deck here. What does this person wish that they could say to you right now, please, Spirit? Do they miss pile one? Do they still care? says, I know you've been right. I'm trying to forgive myself. It says, I act happy, but I am not. I act happy, but I am not happy. I know more than you think. So they could be keeping tabs on you as well. They could be watching social media or trying to keep tabs on your social media. I regret walking away from you. They regret not expressing themselves. Don't think because we don't talk, I don't want to, because I really, really do. I don't really see them making steps, though, towards you in the future, if I'm honest. I do want us to be in a relationship, and I feel like this person has wanted that for a very, very long time. I've been astral projecting to you is on the back of that deck. How does this person feel? Do they miss? Do they ever think about that one? It's always been you. Sense of destiny, a sense of something fated to be. I still feel jealousy over you. I'm still afraid of rejection. As much as they want to show how much they've evolved, again, I don't feel like emotionally when it comes to this connection they have. I can't make the first move towards you. I have things left that I need to say to you. Unfinished business with this person. I want to see you again. Back of the deck says, the distance between us is killing me. Ooh, pile one. Let's end with a charm bowl here. This person on your mind. The future of this connection in the bowl. Some advice from Spirit. The Hermit. Virgo energy. We have the Page of Cups reversed. We have the Devil reversed. I feel like there's a lot, like I started at the reading talking about the sexual thoughts that kind of go through their mind. I feel like they still have a lot of sexual thoughts about you. That Devil reversed can also be someone who feels really restricted. Someone in the past who perhaps couldn't put their desires into action either. This Hermit is sort of someone who retreats with their feelings, holding out hope potentially all of this time, and for some of you it could have been a very lengthy amount of time as well. And we have this Page of Cups in the reverse. The Page of Cups is sometimes a younger energy, you know. It really reminds me of somebody who is ill-equipped to sometimes handle their feelings at times. Somebody who's a little bit immature. I'm not going to be mince words with it. A little bit immature perhaps in how they view the situation. And they could be really anticipating the most negative outcome they can possibly sort of conjure up for themselves with this Page of Cups. Because they're not ready to come forward with that. And that's why we don't see a lot of movement in the future with this Hanged one here with the Four of Swords. It seems to be in a pretty deep-seated stagnancy at this time, which is why I feel like it's been perhaps a very long length of time as well. That could continue into the future as well, because this person, although they feel like they've evolved and they've worked a lot on themselves, there's inner work that they still need to do. There's an inner emotional immaturity that exists inside of this person that they haven't really focused on yet. One for you. Let's see what we have. We have D, R, F, FDR. We have T. Oh, sorry, that's not a T, it's an L. We have the saxophone. Whenever I see the saxophone, I think of like early 90s R&B music videos. I always picture somebody on a beach playing a saxophone. So take that as it resonates. We have Our Lady Mary in the bowl. So you may have a Catholic connection, or perhaps Mary isn't a name that's very important to you. That's also a mother figure as well, so you could have children. We have thee, or the person you're asking about could. We have corn. I always think of friendship when I see corn. It's about harvest as well, wanting to harvest what they feel they put into it. It's like, especially with that Nine of Wands, there is a sense there of almost like I put in so much energy, even spiritually or emotionally, into this, and they're not getting what they want. There's a frustration. We have the lock because somebody needs to share their secrets or their inner wisdom or things that they hold below the surface that they don't share with other people, because we also have the High Priestess in the bowl with the curled shell, and we have the hammer. It's a tool, you know, needing to hammer things out, needing to work on themselves. All right, group one, that's what I have for you today. Do they think about you? Yes, they do. Do they miss you? They're less focused on missing you than on reconnection and getting things off their chest. They definitely want an opportunity to speak with you because they feel like you hold the key to their freedom, in a sense. Even if you don't enter into a relationship with them, they feel like just being able to express themselves could free them, free their soul. But what they don't understand is I feel like this is a very deep-seated connection, and they have a lot of growth, and that's the thing, is there's opportunities in the disconnect that this person hasn't taken advantage of, potentially opportunities for an inner reflection. And that's why this reflection card is so important. It's like they grew physically and they worked on themselves in a tangible earthly sense, but they haven't reflected in an inner sense yet. Okay. Group one, that's what I have for you. If it resonates, I would love to hear your story in the comment section. Please like this video. It really helps me to bring you more content. Please hit your notification bell as well and subscribe to the channel, and drop me a comment below for your chance to win a free reading with me that I do on a monthly basis. I just actually notified this month's winner. I'm just waiting to hear back from her. So be sure, if you've left me a comment, to check back with your comments, because I that's how I notify you, is in the comment section through your notifications. So be sure to leave me a comment. Be sure to check out my Instagram and my Etsy page. And I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage. And I hope that you have a beautiful day today. Take care. Hello, everybody. In pile number 2, you were drawn to this pretty pink flower. And this is your reading. Just going to poke that right there. You were drawn to the Panther card potentially as well, and this Panther screams aggression to me, but he's kind of lurking in the darkness, sort of waiting for an opportunity to pounce, unbeknownst perhaps. So this person could be watching you at this time. They could be keeping tabs on you, just sort of waiting for an opportunity to come in. So let's see. Do you ever cross this person's mind? Perhaps you're the one watching them, looking for this opportunity. Do you ever cross their mind? Do they miss you? What are the current thoughts of you? Do you ever cross their mind, and do they miss you? Do they ever think about, oh, you have the Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Do you ever cross their mind? Ace of Pentacles. Let's try that again. Too many, Spirit. It's recycling and garbage day, so I'm sorry if you'll hear trucks outside. We have the Two of Swords. It sort of came out flat there. It didn't come out reversed or upright. Sense of indecision at this time. Do they ever think about you? Do they miss you? We have the Three of Pentacles and the Hierophant here. So you actually may be in a marriage. Potentially they are as well at this time with the Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles, because it does talk about institutions like education, government, and marriage. And with the Three of Pentacles, it talks about a foundation that has began. We have the Five of Wands back of deck. So if you were the one embarked in this marriage, I feel like they're aware of it if they're watching you. And I feel like it makes them very jealous. I feel like it kind of adds to their insecurities. And with this Two of Swords almost not coming out upright or in reverse, it's like they're not seeing things clearly. You sort of throw their energy for a loop a bit. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. There is a permanency about her. I will say this. Six of Pentacles. I feel like they made the decision a long time ago that they care about you. And I feel like that would never go anywhere, if I'm honest. I feel like that will never go anywhere, because she puts a lid on her cup. It's a sense of unconditional. It's like they want to say, I will always be here for you in some fashion. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, because they value you so much. They value this connection. They value what you brought to them or brought to their experience in the past. And because of that, even if people tell them that it doesn't make sense for them to hold on to this connection or to think about you or anything like that, they don't care. It's like they're not seeing it clearly anyway. Oops, on the floor. The Page of Swords. There's a watcher. Page of Swords likes to keep tabs on people, likes to sort of watch from the background, along with that Panther spirit. Again, the Two of Swords is above the logic, because the Two of Swords is somebody who's blocking some of that truth from coming in, even if it doesn't make sense even to them sometimes, even though it doesn't make sense to other people. Maybe it doesn't make sense at all to some people, but they can't let go. Even if it seems like you've built a very strong foundation, or even if they start to build a very strong foundation, it doesn't matter, because there's a permanency here that exists. We have the Magician. Back of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. And that Queen of Pentacles is in a very secure position. She is abundant in every sense of the word. She can reflect even motherhood at times as well, because she oftentimes has, you know, people who she cares for. I feel like this person wants to manifest more. They want to communicate with you how they feel, but I feel like there's something that gets in the way of that, and it could be, again, your position if you are resonating as the Divine Feminine in this connection. The Knight of Swords wants to charge. There's the Page of Cups. Oh, the Knight of Swords underneath that wants to charge in so badly with truth and with action, but it's unclear what the consequences will be. It's unclear what the consequences will be of charging in with an opportunity, with an emotional new beginning, with an emotional new offer. I think this person thinks about you with very kind, or rose-colored glasses, I guess is a better way of putting it. I feel like they put you up on a pedestal, and they have for a really long time. It doesn't matter what your scenario is. It doesn't matter what their situation is. There will always be something between the two of you. It's almost a protective type of quality, if I'm honest. I don't know if this person is a lot older than you. There's a sense of authority that they hold over you a little bit. It's like, I want to protect this because it's kind of my job. Like an older brother, but romantically, you know, like a sense of this person deserves to be protected in a way. Do they miss you? Do they ever think about you? We have Soulmate. The Soulmate card coming out. I feel like you're not speaking to this person at all, or not seeing them at all. And again, his eyes are closed, but his third eye, you know, is on this other person. This person of importance. And they see perhaps you moving forward, or somebody in this connection sees the other person moving forward. It's causing some feelings of insecurity and jealousy, a feeling of competition. Frustrated that the moves aren't with them. We have passion. They have a lot of passion for you, but it feels like it's being wasted. It's like they're watching the day wane, growing old in their desire for you, and the desire to communicate with you too, because that's a very much indicated here. And they've wanted, like, that's been important to them this whole time. This desire for communication, this desire to express themselves here with the Magician. Part of them really wants to manifest this with you. So if you're not in this situation in your current situation, if you're not involved in some type of connection, they want to manifest that with you. That's what their hope would be in the future of this connection. We have the Miracle here. And the Miracle card talks about, you know, this sense of things being finished and the expectation of things being done, but it's not over. They don't think it's over. Even if you are, again, in a sense of security, if you are in a position where you are even partnered up, they're like, it's never over. between us. If I get the opportunity, if something happens here, whoops, I'm charging. And she just fell over. I'm charging in is what they're saying. And I have that Katy Perry song, you know, running through my head. I think it's called Never Really Over or something along those lines, but it's just rolling through my mind over and over again. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. The romance of a lifetime. It's like if they every single person in their life was in one room and they asked them who would they look for in that room, it would be you. I almost feel like I could cry when I don't know why when I said that. We have religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by religious upbringing or spiritual path. I think of marriage oftentimes when I see that religious factors card, so that could resonate with you. We have make the effort here. Great love is worth the steps you're guided to take on the back of the card. Look how much he adores that little girl. She is sitting there comfortable and secure and almost a little bit smug in her position. This little boy is completely enamored with her, and he literally, you know, stretches his whole body just to wrap her up in a beautiful little embrace. And I feel like this is a long-standing connection for perhaps from when you were children or young, or really young, because this really reminds me of the Six of Cups, of that nostalgia, of the beautiful innocent type of love. So this could have been someone that was like a first love or a first crush, or someone, and maybe it didn't even evolve to the romantic stage, but it's just something that will always be there. And because maybe it didn't evolve to the romantic stage, that's why it's been able to maintain this beautiful glow of innocence almost about it. Do they miss you? Do they ever cross their mind? We have the hedgehog. The hedgehog, you know, retreats into a little ball, protects itself when it feels like it's in danger. And this little guy is risking it all to sort of stick his little head out. Communication could open up in the future of this connection. They may not be able to resist this urge to speak to you. We have the cauldron. Something is brewing. Something is coming to light. We do have the chicken as well. Back of deck. I laugh when I see that because I always take it literally, like Spirit is calling us a chicken or calling this person a chicken. It also talks about lore and history as well. Deep history between the two of you. This is from the Literary Witches Oracle. The cauldron is about wanting to mix with you. It's about surprising yourself with your ability maybe to be brave or be vulnerable. I feel like they're really trying to, again, manifest something here in the future. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you would experience communication in the future of this connection. It may be a ways off, but I wouldn't be surprised. Let's get some messages from this person. How are they currently feeling about you? What are their current feelings, please? I want to grow old with you. I want this with you. So if you've started it with somebody else, they want it with you. I see things clearly now. Things that maybe they didn't see in the past. They see everything clearly now. This little flower does not want to stay in its position. How are they currently feeling? Do they miss you? I can't see past my own fears sometimes, they're saying. Which is easy to do when you curl up in a ball at the first sign of danger. And perhaps that's how they handled things in the past. I'm making plans for us, the page. Making plans, getting ready to put them into action. Like I said, I feel like there could be communication opening up in the future, but it could be amidst some of your... It could come at an inopportune time for some of you. I'm right where you left me. Nothing has changed as far as their feelings towards you. Let's just do it. Let's risk it all. Because back of deck says I'm going after what I want. It almost feels like a threat. It almost feels like they're telling you to get ready. No matter what your position is right now, they're like, get ready because I'm coming forward. The Eternal Messages deck. Did I miss group 2? Your current thoughts. I do want us to be in a relationship. I regret walking away from you or letting you walk away from them. Just going to put that there in case she falls down again. Don't focus on who wants me, I want you. So this person may also be in a connection, or they may be the one in the connection. Perhaps you are single. Always remember this is a general reading and I'm dealing with collective energy, so I can't possibly resonate with everyone with every single detail. I have inner childhood wounds that perhaps affected them in the past and affected their ability to be able to put into fruition what they really wanted here. I keep a close eye on your social media. Panther. You really have been by my side. I see, or sorry, you really have been by my side. I see that. I do cherish you for that. They set you apart from other people. There's something about you that it doesn't even matter if it's no contact. They set you apart. Telepathically communicate with me is on the back of that deck. Current thoughts and feelings, are they missing? Group 2. I wish I had fought harder for us. We also have past life connection. You have known each other before in this lifetime, of course, but potentially multiple lifetimes. I go over and over everything that happened in my mind. I'm ready to act. Oh, group 2, I feel there could be a shift or a change in the future of this connection. They're waiting in the wings. I dream of a second chance with you. And I'm coming forward with an offer. Back of the deck says you do consume this. You consume their thoughts. So yes, they think about you. And they do miss you. And they want to rectify that. They want a change in that. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group 2. Group 2 in the bowl, the future of this connection. Oops, advice. Ooh. 4 of Wands, 2 of Cups. That's twin flame soulmate energy. The 6 of Cups. I love it. It's in the reverse a little bit. Somebody thinks they may have unrealistic expectations about this, but they are 100% sure that this is a very profound connection and they want it back. If they don't, they want it back. They think this is the gateway to emotional abundance. They may be right. You know, sometimes the 6 of Cups reverse does remind us that, you know, we have to remember the past clearly, and there could have been a lot of time and space between seeing each other or communicating that might have changed things for you, might have changed things for them, but they want that reunion. That is amazing. I mean, 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 4 of Wands in the bowl. Lots of letters for you today, group 2. We have the letter B. We have the letter F, BF, best friends perhaps. We have the U. We have the Y. O and Q. We have we have find joy in the journey. We have Taurus energy in the bowl. We have the infinity symbol here. I think of Leo. I think of strength when I see that. We have a penny, and the penny talks about communication and changes and offers coming in from 1999 here. And we have the apple. The apple is a symbol of seduction, of attraction, temptation as well. Oops, sorry about the wobble. I often think of Snow White when I see the apple. All right, group 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with your situation, and I would love to hear your story in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please like it for me. It would really help me to bring more content to you. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, and join our beautiful family here. I have the best subscribers in the world, and you would be in very good company. And if you do, please be sure to hit your notification bell and drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me, because I would love to read for you. You can check out my Instagram page too, because I offer a chance to win a free mini read over there. And you can check out my Etsy where I offer my personal readings. If it's empty, it just means I've sold out for the day prior, but come and keep checking back because I am always updating the shop. But I wish you so much luck moving forward in this connection if you choose to, if they come forward. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I hope you come back to the Tarot Cottage soon. Take care. Hello everybody in group number 3. You were drawn to this beautiful cream flower. Or maybe you were drawn to the elk. Oops. Maybe you were drawn to the elk card. I feel like that's not going to stay. To the elk spirit card here. And when I see the elk, I always think of endurance and strength. So this could be someone that you haven't seen or heard from in a really long time. There could be 0-0 contact here, but I feel like, you know, the length of these antlers, they're on fire, or it looks like they're on fire, and that sun just looks like it's on fire. So I feel like they've maintained a certain amount of passion towards you, potentially. The time and distance hasn't really extinguished that fire. It's almost like the sense of the absence makes the heart grow fonder in this card. So let's take a look at your tarot. Does this person think about you? Do you cross their minds? Do they miss you? We have the Death card popping up first for you. Rebirth, shifts and changes. Do they miss you? Do you ever cross their mind? We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. The Six of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups. The back of the deck is the Six of Wands. I think they think about you quite a bit, and I think that it almost it stresses them out. They want more. It's like they still want this. They would still offer an offer in the future here with the Knight of Cups. They still want to bring forward change. It could even be an indicator in the future of future offers coming in. They're a bit hesitant. We have the Star. It came out sort of sideways. It's like they're afraid to hope. They're a bit stressed out with that Ace of Pentacles reversed as well. Perhaps that they don't have a lot to offer you. Do they think about you? Do they miss you? Ooh, Nine of Pentacles coming out alongside the Four of Pentacles and the Empress. Five of Wands here, back of deck. And now a card on the floor, the Lovers. Do you ever cross their minds? Do they still care? I just saw the King of Swords, but we're going to put that back. Thank you, Spirit. The Ten of Swords. Back of the deck is the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups. They do miss you, and they do think about you. There is this problem, though, that you'll notice here that they have the Empress with the Nine of Pentacles underneath this Ace of Pentacles, and it's like, here's the Four of Pentacles. They put you in this Empress seat. Your abundance, your creative, your everything that is beautiful about the divine feminine, especially as far as like you outmatch them in a physical, tangible level. So you may make even more money than them. Maybe you hold a better position in life in general, and that sort of bothers them. You know, they're the type perhaps that they want to be the breadwinner, or they want to offer more in the relationship, and they feel like you really have a lot more to offer than they have to offer, and that stresses them out. This Four of Pentacles can be like a tangible fear of losing what I've already built up. It can also be, you know, not wanting to show my cards and not wanting to be vulnerable, not wanting to risk my ego. They stress out about not being able to give you what you deserve, potentially here. Here with the Six of Swords and the Lovers card, though. This Lovers card They want to tell you how they truly feel. They want to tell you about the attraction, about the connection. They want to let you know what they know. Like, they want to express that to you, but it does bring them some anxiety. It does stress them out. They're coming from a pretty choppy emotional place, of maybe even a nervous place. And I feel like they really still want to come forward. We have the Knight of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups, we have the Hierophant. But this Hierophant, he almost looks like, you know, like a hippie or something. You know, it's about ascension. It's about, you know, climbing the ladder. But this person may feel like it's almost like they think that you have this expectation of so much abundance, and they don't know if you're on the same page as far as what abundance means. Because again, they don't put themselves on the same level as you. We have this Ace of Cups with the Ten of Cups. They feel like you could be the source of their emotional abundance, that you could offer them a new chance at that. But they're worried about it. They're a little bit worried. They're wondering if they lost their opportunity. They're wondering if too much time has passed. And although this, you know, I said at the beginning of this reading, it talks about endurance here with the elk as well, and that absence makes the heart grow fonder. But there's a certain amount of fire to it, as you know, a certain amount of fire. And when I was looking at these antlers, you know, a lot of animals like this will shed their antlers on like a seasonal basis. So this may not be a huge, long-standing contact situation for some of you, because I feel like this person still wants to come forward in the future. They're a bit hesitant, and I feel like their approach will be a little bit different than the last time that they contacted you or were in contact with you, because the Ten of Swords is asking them to let go of old ideas, perhaps even letting go of some of this old way of thinking, of letting go of the stress and the fear, and just, you know, stepping out in boldness, making a new plan for ourselves that makes more sense towards our goals, that makes more sense towards the ascension in this connection. But they do think about you. They're a little bit fearful of how you think about them, though. They fear that you kind of agree with them, that you're a little bit too good for them. If I'm honest, they think that you're a bit too good for them and that you would agree. Let me see, do they still care? Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And we have the Death and Rebirth card here too. It's like they want a brand new beginning. They want to release the past. They want to release anything in the past that wasn't serving them. They want a fresh start, a clean slate with you. And they're still holding out hope, and they've been holding out hope since I feel like this whole thing ended. It hasn't stopped. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. We also have this could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek. If this person, if there were conflicts in the past of this connection, it could be because this person had poor examples growing up. So take that as it resonates. Always remember these readings are general readings, but this card is really speaking to me about potentially someone who is carrying some of that childhood, I don't want to use the word like trauma. It seems so over the top, but just the lessons or it's like they were ill-equipped in this connection to handle certain situations because they had a poor example growing up. And so they really need to sort of heal that, forgive those people who lacked the capacity to give them the tools they needed in order to start a healing process for themselves. Chemistry is at the back of the deck. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Oops. We have the Moon. They have insecurities. They're stressing out in the present because I feel like they could be making plans towards ascension or towards you. They're in the process of making that choice with the Lover's card. Weighing their pros and cons potentially. We have the Fantasy card coming out with the Cauldron. They could be trying to, again, brew up or mix up. We have the Chicken, back of deck. This card came out already today, and I was kind of giggling at it. I think it came out with the Cauldron card, too, so that's interesting. I laughed because I sometimes just hear spirit balking like a chicken. You know, it's about their fear of coming forward, and they're worried that they could be living in a fantasy world. And that's why they're hesitating here with the Four of Pentacles about coming forward. The Knight of Cups doesn't know where that offer is going to bring him. So he's hesitating to be vulnerable 100%. And this Emily Bronte fantasy card, she wrote beautiful, loving, amazing, fantastical romance literature, beautiful, beautiful books. But she died very young and she never really got a chance to live any of these experiences. So she sort of lived in her own fantasy world and created this world of her own design. And this person worries that it's all in their head. That's another big insecurity and stress that they have, that this is all in their head, that you don't feel the same way. But I feel like they are making plans. They're trying to overcome this because they do want clarity to reign paramount. And it feels like in the future, like they are ready to face a new, fresh start. And change is scary, and unknowns are scarier, but our reaction to change is the only thing we can control. Let's look at their current feelings. How are they currently feeling? Do they miss group 3? Do you ever cross their mind? I'm afraid to look bad. I'm afraid of what you think of me. I'm afraid of, I feel like this person's afraid of you looking down upon them. I listened to every word you said. Sometimes with that Nine of Pentacles that we saw earlier, I get a sense of somebody who almost looks up to you, looks up to what you've accomplished, or thinks that you're smarter than they are, or, you know, they think that you're more capable, and they think that you think that. You deserve someone better than me. I'm so sorry. Sorry for the hesitation. Sorry for their weaknesses. I know that sounds so terrible, but that's what I'm hearing. They're sorry that they feel weak. I'm still trying to make sense of things. And I want you to know that I was the happiest I've ever been in the past. I feel like they, you know, it's like hindsight is 20/20 in situations like this. Back of the deck says, do you even want me back? Is this one-sided, that insecurity that they're feeling? Some messages from the Eternal Messages deck as well. Their current thoughts for pile 3, please. What would they want to say? Are they missing? I want commitment with you, but just not yet. With that Hierophant, it is all about commitment, and the Ace of Cups leading to that Ten of Cups, that's family, that's abundance, that's emotional abundance. We have the King of Wands there, lots of fire energy. They want that, but this guy looks a little bit, you know, he doesn't look like he's serious about stepping up those stairs yet, so they envision that with you in the future. They could be very young. I act happy, but I'm not happy. No one can change my love for you. I know that's hard to see. And we have, I reminisce a lot on the times that I've spent with you. So you definitely crossed their minds. They definitely think about you. I do want us to be in a relationship. The thought of explaining myself and apologizing scares me. I don't want to see the pain I've caused in your eyes. Back of the deck says, it was you, it was always you. Let's get a few more messages here. What are their thoughts of you, please? Now that we've narrowed down that you do cross their mind and they are missing you, and I feel like they have plans. They have plans to ascend this connection. I want a new beginning because I'm letting go. I'm releasing the past. I'm forgiving my parents. I'm going to evolve. I'm going to push through my struggles. It's like this elk has had to run through a fire or through a forest fire to escape, to endure. I did not follow my heart. You drive me crazy. in a physical sense potentially too, with this King of Wands underneath it all. You know, they're kind of sugarcoating it all with all of these beautiful cups, but under it all, there's still fire, there's still desire. He's still on fire there. It's consuming. I fantasize about you. Oops. We have past life connection. And we also have mixed signals. You sent mixed signals, perhaps in the past of this connection. Maybe it was a friendship that never evolved. There's a lot of flirtation that happened. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of no contact. Let's get the charm bowl for you. Group 3. If you're new to the channel, I do end each pile with a charm cast with some small tarot. The future of this connection in the bowl, please. Advice for group 3. The 7 of Pentacles. Somebody's getting very frustrated and impatient. Oh, they're all in the reverse today. We have the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles reversed. I'm going to turn them around, but we'll remember that they were in the reverse here. The 7 of Pentacles is sometimes called the impatience card. This person feels like they've reaped a lot into this, at least emotionally, and they're not getting what they want quick enough for them. That King of Wands reversed with the Page of Wands, you know, again, a sense of desire paramount, wanting you so bad, but not feeling ill-equipped or feeling ill-prepared to sort of embark on that journey, not being ready at this present. But I feel like their impatience is really going to light that fire underneath them, because I do see for some of you some movement in this connection in the future. We have the chain. I often think of the devil when I see the chain. Somebody feeling tethered or unable to speak or approach. Could even reflect the ties that bind this two connection together. We have Virgo in the bowl. We have a heart, the tangled heart. What a tangled web we weave. All of the secrets that they want to unfold and tell you. We have dream, dreaming about you. We have the letter E. We have the seahorse going with the flow. We have the gecko, and I think of the divine masculine when I see that gecko, and I also think of communication that comes in quickly. We have the syringe, so drugs or medical or nursing. Also, I think about addiction. The Chanel number 5, May, perhaps, or the 5th of any month. But also a Chanel number 5, it reminds me of someone fancy, somebody who is a real lady, or someone who really values how they appear. They put a lot of effort into that. We also have the saw, so a slow removal. It feels like a lot of healing that needs to be done, but it's like a slow, painful process. All right, group number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with your situation. I wish you so much luck in this connection. I would love to hear your story in the comment section if you feel called to share it with me. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video. It helps me to bring more content to you. Please hit the notification bell and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. We would love to have you join our beautiful family here. You can check out my links below as well. For Instagram, I offer a chance to win a free mini read over there. And I also offer a chance to win a free reading over here on YouTube on a monthly basis. All you have to do to apply for that, I guess apply is a terrible word, is drop me a comment below. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that I can notify you when you win. I already notified this month's winner, and I'm just waiting for her to respond back to me. So congratulations to this month's winner. And I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day today. Take care.